Hello everyone. Hello everyone, this is Gamer and welcome back to The Letter. Let's continue we last left off, shall we? I believe we last left off right here, right? I think. Yep. Morning dawns bright and clear the following day. Wait, what's in my relationship? Nothing. Okay. Although the air still feels muggy and amidst the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, see, her clock is stuck in purgatory because it still says 5 o'clock. If it wasn't for Zach's call last night, I'd probably sleep it. What if the clock is affected by paranormal? By the paranormal? That would be interesting. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I'm already on my way to the Ermengarde mansion. We're going back there? To think that I have to go back again, I'd be lying if I say I'm excited. No, I'd be terrified. I don't have to anymore. Rose happily gave me paperwork duty when I volunteered. We're on the last phase of the sale, too. Well, almost. Papers to sign, documents to finalize, various other legalities to settle with the current owner, and all that still. Never mind that its new owners want everything done within the week, when the process typically takes more than that. They want it done, we'll get it done. I really don't understand rich people, neither do I. But I adapt to it, see what they do. But money can do wonders. I won't be surprised if they'll be able to push the process just a little more, like what they did to secure the house. The point is, I'm under no obligation to return to the house anymore. Renting is an option, of course. I can now move on to another property and forget everything. What if, I'm telling you that, if that curse was campgrounding and was only at the mansion, then I would say move. But since this thing follows you everywhere, I'm pretty sure no matter where you go, it's still going to follow you. However, at the end of the day, it's always my conscience that wins. What if something happens to those who have seen the letter? Ash, Zach, Becca, Miss McCall, the Wrights. So everyone's seen it except Rose. See, Rose is smart enough to not look at it. Rose is going to be the only survivor here. The guild will follow me to my grave. Yeah, if you'll survive that long. The mansion looms as we approach. Oh dear. Whispers welcoming back. Shadows calling. Yep, here we go. I hope this is the last time. Don't say that because it might be your last time if you get what I'm saying. Oh, Zach and the priest. Nice. They are engaged in a quiet conversation when I find them in the mansion's front gardens. But even with familiar company, it's impossible to feel at ease here. No matter who I'm with, the feeling of being watched is there. Like the very place itself is aware of its trespassers. Zach, on the other hand, doesn't seem to notice. Well, he won't notice yet. Or he simply doesn't care, or he's already used to it. I can never tell with him. Sometimes, he's almost as hard to read as Ash. Almost. At least Zach doesn't ask for as much patience as dealing with Ash does, and that says plenty about him. Miracle of miracles, how the two have ended up the best of friends. He waves at me as I approach. True to his promise, Zach has also brought his friend with him. Father Norman. Norman Bates. Somehow I expected him to look older. Did you not get the joke? Do you not understand the joke, Isabella? I need an old priest and a young priest. The power of Christ compels you. If you get that joke, I love you. Or movie reference, actually. If you get that movie reference, I like you.
Oh, don't be surprised. They say people who have found their calling are getting younger these days.
Sorry, Father. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Wow, Isabella, did you just call him old? Does he look old? No, he's super young.
No offense taken. Though I admit I'm a bit surprised. I didn't think someone would ask this house to be blessed after all these years.
You've heard of it, Father?
How can he not?
In passing, the occasional rumors and talk by the locals, nothing new. You don't spend years serving the church here without hearing a random hearsay here and there.
You never mentioned what you thought of those, Father.
Ah, but he who goes down to the grave does not come up. He shall never return to his house, nor shall his place know him any more.
But what I saw...
May not be what you think. It depends entirely on what you mean by it. If you're talking about spirit beings, angels, demons, then yes.
But this was not no angel. This is more likely a very pissed off ghost. Probably a demon, maybe.
Are we talking about the spirits of people who have departed? The word makes it clear that once the deceased has left us, they are gone. But of course, I didn't come here to bore you with a lecture.
No, it was enlightening, Father. Thank you.
Just remember that a God who loves his children would never let them linger once the time comes.
That's what my papa often tells me.
Your father must be a good man. He raised you well, no doubt.
Yeah. Except for the ramen noodles and stuff.
Well then, shall we? Regardless of what it is, I'm sure the mansion's new owners would appreciate such sincere intentions. From a stranger, no less.
He let Zach and I walk ahead. A relief. This way he won't see how tightly I'm clutching the straps on my bag. Father Norman's probably trying to put me at ease. But the worry, the cold, relentless, foreboding feeling has firmly lodged itself in my stomach, making its presence known with every step we take towards the house.
Hey, you okay?
Safe. Let's be 100% honest here. I say, if this was me in her place, I would say this place gives me the creeps. Alright, so Zach... Oh, that made my relationship with Zach even more higher. Cool, I like Zach. Zach's cool. It's hard to lie when Zach gives you that look. It's just... there. The kind that implores a silent appeal. I'm not sure if he's even doing it consciously. Another breeze blows and I try not to shiver, try not to listen to the voices that may or may not be there.
Ugh, this place really gives me the creeps.
It doesn't seem more than an ordinary house to me, though. Damn, I should have brought my camera with me. I saw a few areas that'd be good for a shoot. You think the new owners will allow it?
Shh! What if you catch something? Or someone in one of the pictures?
That's why it's good to have a camera, Isabella, so we have evidence that it's actually there. I mean, come on.
It just means they want to be seen, doesn't it?
Don't ask for it!
It's not like we can stop them if they do.
You're really not helping, Zach.
All right, sorry. Don't worry. I don't think whatever's inside this house will do anything.
Well, not yet.
I'm here, yeah? I'll take care of them. Or I think I can.
You're not that scary, but thanks. I'll be sure to run behind you if I see one.
Oh dear. They're gonna make Zach an easy target, come on. Ridiculous talk, though the temporarily reprieve... What? Ridiculous talk, though the temporarily reprieve it lends is more than welcome. Okay, sure. He offers me a smile in return, the least he can do. And with a slight motion of his head, he gestures for us to move ahead, while my own fears are left forgotten for the time being. The things inside my bag clatter softly against each other while I rummage for the keys to the mansion. I should have heard the telltale jingle by now, but didn't I put it in my bag last night? Seconds later, oh lord, seconds later, I'm sitting on my heels, and one after another, I'm taking out everything from every pocket, every slip. It'll be a pain to put everything back later, but I'm sure it's just under these... Nothing. Oh shit. What? Wait, where'd the key go? Oh, oh man, of all the times to forget.
Is something the matter?
No, I'm sorry, Father. I think I left the key.
No use coming up with excuses, and right after they both taken the time to go this far away from the city. With a heavy sigh, I grabbed the door handle to pull myself up. A string of apologies ready at the tip of my tongue.
Careful, Bella!
We've spoken with the current owners. Well, technically, you're not yet the owners, but...
There's a brief moment of confusion. And then I'm falling. The momentum of the door swinging open pulls me back first into the mansion's foyer before I can make sense of what's happening.
Ow, 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 my back.
My neck. My back. Lick my... I'm just kidding. No, don't follow me.
What the? Isabella?
Oh shit. Awkward. No time to nurse my bruised back or make up excuses, because the next thing I know, Zach's gently pulling me upright by my arm. Rose looks down at me with a mixture of apprehension and something I couldn't quite place. I say it's relief, but... Ah, jeez. Good going, Isabella. Right after you volunteered to work on the papers. And standing behind her...
Ma'am Hannah! Mr. Wright!
Oh, Isabel. We always meet in the most interesting circumstances.
Oh, come on. It wasn't like that. It was an accident.
A complete understatement, darling. What are they doing in my house?
Abruptly, he waves his hand at Zach and Father Norman like their presence is a slight against his own. Wow. Really? Against a preacher and a black man? Come on.
I thought you said you wanted to do paperwork duty. What are you doing here?
Oh, shoot. Maybe we should have gone to the professor or psychologist. Oh, crap. This is awkward now. Like a deer caught in the headlights. Unfair, Rose. That's putting me on the spot. And it leaves me no other choice but to answer.
The reason why I'm here?
Well, spit it out, Lily. We don't have all day.
Motherfucker. My name is Isabella, not Lily.
I'm just here to make sure everything is fine before you move in.
I'm so sorry, Mama. You said I'll go to hell if I lie. I likely will after this, but there's no other way. Yeah. We all go to hell eventually. I'm kidding. Sometimes you have to lie. Well, it isn't entirely a lie. I am here to make sure no one disturbs them after they move in. So, it's a truth-lie. It's half a truth and half a lie. Or a Luth? Or light? How do you say it? I'm trying to combine the words together, you know. It just so happens that what I'm checking for and trying to drive away is of the... paranormal variety.
Oh? The house appears impeccably fine to me.
Mr. Wright shifts his eyes around in a careful manner, as if he's looking for faults in every crevice of the house. The grin on his face, though, when he returns his head to me, is similar to what my Jordan had often given me when he was up to something. Usually a scare prey that inevitably ended in me crying. I never did forget the way my brother sneered at me then. A part of me thinks that perhaps if I hadn't been the object of his mischief in childhood, I would have grown a little braver.
Come on, little Lily. Lying doesn't do that cute little face any justice. I'm a very patient man. Now, why are you really here?
Right now, in the face of it, almost identical expression, perhaps even crueler than what I'm used to. The lie I told falls apart.
The truth is I was just thinking we could have the house blessed before move-in day.
And why would we ever need to have this house blessed?
What's the matter, y'all atheists?
For luck? And protection?
I shrink under his scrutinizing gaze. For a second, I think he'll start shouting at me. Instead, he laughs. Not the mocking, jeering kind, but one wondering if he's hearing things right. I say he was amused, but I honestly couldn't understand what was so funny with what I just said. Was it really that weird? Wasn't it a custom here? I wish Becca was here to explain stuff like this.
That's rich coming from you. When we saw Devlin Court, you didn't.
It's a small custom back home. I thought it would be nice to do something that would bring positive energy to the mansion, since this place has been empty for years.
And the papers, Isabella? I hope you did those first before this.
Of course I did. It's almost done, in fact. But there are some items I still have to double check before finalizing everything. You know I don't sign without a thorough inspection. And well, this is what this is for too. I just thought it would be more efficient to do both at the same time.
Here I thought you didn't want to go back.
Rose? Don't say that.
A job is a job, Rose. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then go ahead. No need to be so hard on her, Rosie. I personally think it's a nice touch. I was actually thinking of the same thing, but you beat me to it.
Oh! So Hannah's got the... Oh, okay.
Darling, Buttercup, please. You know these things don't work.
How do you know? They sometimes work.
No offense meant to the holy man, of course. That does not explain the nigger, though.
What? What? I'm sorry, what? Did you just say the hard N-word, my dude? Yo! I knew it! I knew it! Mr. Wright's a rich racist. I knew it! All of a sudden, there's an awkward silence that even Rose, of all people, seemed reluctant to break. Bruh, hell no. Although a desire to do so is evident in the way her eyes nervously shift to Mr. Wright. You know what? Curse, kill this man. Please kill Mr. Wright, please. Meanwhile, Zach's grip on my arm suddenly tightens. Yeah, he doesn't say anything further, but there's a conflicted look on him when I glance up. Zach, I know you want to beat him up, but now's not the time to beat up a rich man. That's the face he makes only when he desperately wants to give someone a piece of his mind, but chooses not to do so, mostly to avoid confrontation or fanning the flames to an argument. He has always been like this. Even among his old friends, he chooses to take a placating stance despite holding opinions of his own. Wow, Zach. You have real metal and stones in you. Not that I won't say anything. I know Mr. Wright's a client, but you can't just say that in front of other people. In front of Zach, no less. Exactly. If Ashton were here, I know he wouldn't stand for it. And neither do I. There's a reason why bullies back home never touched my younger brother again after I gave them a taste of their own medicine. He might be inches taller than me, but I'm pretty sure I could land a hit or two. Land a hit or two? Man, if that was me in this issue, I would have snapped his neck already. Maybe. If only I'm not going to get in trouble with BRC for it. But before any punch can be thrown, Ma'am Hannah cuts in.
Lucille Mitchell Wright.
In a voice too firm, demanding his complete silence.
What?
Instead of answering, she merely crosses her arms and shoots her husband a sharp, disapproving glare. That seems to have done the trick. He immediately shuts his mouth, not before muttering a few inaudible words under his breath. At this, Ma'am Hannah could only sigh and shake her head.
Oh, give it a rest, love. Do you have a better idea? Who knows? Positive energy might even give us what we've been waiting for. Or some peace. Let them do their job.
What have we been waiting for? I don't think I was ever informed of.
Nothing you should worry about right now. Anyway, we've still got a few things we need to discuss with Rosie here. Over lunch? I hope you don't mind, Isabel. We'd love to take you with us, but...
I'll have lunch with you, Hannah, but I don't want to have lunch with this guy, alright?
Oh, no. Go ahead, ma'am. This'll take time. That's why there's 2 of us working on this.
Rose looks like she's about to murder someone. You about to murder me? Are you serious? What did I do? Are you fucking kidding me? At least she won't have to stay in a haunted property. She's getting the better end of this deal, if anyone's going to ask me.
Oh, wonderful. I hope the next time the 3 of us meet, it'll be over a closed deal,
I do not want to have lunch with this man.
Of course, ma'am. Please look forward to it.
Rose hurriedly hands me the keys to the house before leaving, mouthing reminders to secure the place and harmless threats for throwing her under the... Oh. I returned it with a reassuring smile of my own, even if she's the one who often forgets. Jeez. And just like that, gone, just as quickly as they appear, fleeing from one scene to the next and leaving me wondering if this is simply what's typical for the rich and famous. Yeah, having nice houses, having all the money in the world, and having a racist mindset. Yeah, that sounds about right a little bit. If so, I'd rather stay with my rundown apartment or a little shack back home. Yeah, I'd rather... Yeah. There's still a little joy in the smallest things after all. May this house be blessed. I got an achievement for that. With a house this big, it's not surprising when the ceremony takes a few hours to finish. The sun's already high by the time we've gone through the last room. I can never say I'm a devout follower of my own faith, even with Mama and Papa's teachings. But hearing every word Father Norman uttered as we went around the house has put me at ease. All of a sudden, the mansion doesn't seem so scary anymore. Maybe there is an end to this? Or perhaps this is the end. Father Norman bids us goodbye upon exiting the mansion grounds. He has business in the village nearby. He says a minute gesture to reach out to the members of their parish every once in a while. It reminds me of a distant memory, of helping hands and a few kind smiles that helped my family pull through when times were tough. But before he leaves...
Isabella, a word before I go?
Oh.
Zachary hasn't been really forthcoming with your situation, and it is something I understand it wasn't his to share. But whatever burdens you, know that it's not a permanent fixture in your life. Besides, you have people to bear it with.
I bite back the harsh retorts before they come out, masking it with a smile as we wave the good priest off. His words, though meant to comfort, has only left a bitter taste in my mouth. And if they don't believe you, what am I to do? A hand lands briefly on my shoulders, taking me out of my thoughts before they can take a sullen turn. But my smile doesn't quite reach my ears when I turn to him.
Say, do you want to go somewhere?
Yes, please.
Right now? Where to?
Anywhere in the city. I'll leave it up to you.
Oh. Oh, should we hang out with Zach or maybe some other time? No! Oh, I got an email about some random junk. What's our relationship with Zach? Very high. Extremely high. Also, we met... Let's see, Ashton, Rebecca, Maureen, Zachary, Hannah, Isabella. We met every character, but I haven't met Luke yet. Yeah, let's hang out with Zach.
It wouldn't hurt. I've got some stuff I need to buy. Groceries.
Oh, our friendship with Zach is very good. I think we like Zach. I personally like Zach too. He's cool.
And there's a shop I want to check.
Is it real food this time?
Let me guess. Rebecca?
Uh-oh.
She's just worried about you. Even I can't eat that much instant noodles.
Think of it as a talent. Let's just go, Zach.
I smile. A real one this time, devoid of any unpleasant thoughts. Regardless of what happened between us these past few days, I don't want to think harshly of them. Oh, this is cool. I like this park. Never been here before. But please do not tell me that there's a haunting here. I'll be so pissed. And terrified. Zach had me wait on a nearby bench upon arriving prior to going off somewhere. So I'm on my own here? That's weird. He hasn't returned since, and it's been a good 20 minutes of being left alone entirely to my oh, jeez. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier, more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people lying, leaning back on their picnic baskets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, one would catch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. I'd gladly sleep on this bench if I wasn't waiting for anyone. Soon enough, I see his hulking figure running towards me, carrying a medium-sized box on one hand and casually waving the other at me. He's panting when he reaches my bench. Sweat drips profusely from his forehead, but there's no grin on his face. Oh, wait, sorry. But there's a grin on his face.
Sorry, the line was really long. Really long.
Oh, man. Whew.
You didn't have to run. Sit down first.
Nah, I'm good. Didn't want to make you wait for these.
I already know what's in the blue box before you open it. Is it donuts? Precious. It's cinnamon rolls? Ah! I love cinnamon rolls. Oh my god, this is cute. Cinnamon rolls, all 6 of them topped with white cream cheese clips. Oh, that sounds so delicious. I don't have any cinnamon rolls though. God, I want some right now. I need to go to Cinnabon someday. The very same one I bought after I sold my first property. Aww. After I met Zach, Ash, and Becca. Funny how such a small thing could trigger a distant memory, no matter how mundane it is. Hold on, I need some water. Give me one moment. Much better. Okay. I don't say no to free food, but why is he getting me these now? Maybe because he likes you, maybe?
What for?
He leans on the empty space between us, wiping the sweat off his forehead before answering.
An apology. And as thanks for yesterday and the other day.
You don't have to buy me anything, Zach.
That face up.
You were upset. You haven't been yourself recently, and people kind of miss that, you know?
Oh.
Are you just saying that, or...
No, really. Rebecca told me. You know how she is. Ashton, too.
Ashton was an ass. He should have been named Ashhole instead.
I know, right?
He went a little overboard, yeah. And I can talk to him if you want.
He'll still tease me about it, even if it's Rebecca telling him to stop. Besides, I can handle him.
You always do. And yesterday, when you talked me through my little slump, I thought, hey, I want our old Isabella back.
Aw.
Are you still upset?
After giving me cinnamon rolls? Hell no, I'm happy as hell. Ooh, what's in the journal? Uh-huh. Okay. There are times when I wish Zach had been my big brother or Becca, my older sister. Maybe life would have been a little easier then. Maybe Papa wouldn't be as sick as he is. Maybe. Maybe I wouldn't be alone here. Oh. But then again, if he is, if they are what I wish them to be, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met Ash too. Sure. Life back home is tough, but for all that I wouldn't change it for one selfish wish. In this city of 68,000 people, I have people I could depend on. 3 of them, in fact. When you think about it, when you compare the numbers to the odds of finding someone like them, amidst this sea of nameless people, I'm lucky.
Thanks a lot for today, Zach. You didn't have to, but you did. I can always count on you.
Just me? No Ashton or Rebecca? Oh boy, they won't be happy to hear that. I don't mind being the favorite, though.
Nope, no favorites. But you cook better than both of them, so that's a plus.
Ooh.
It's always been food with you, ain't it?
Hey, food goes to my heart too. I love food too.
Don't put it like that. You're making me sound like a glutton.
Oh, I'm a glutton. But luckily, I don't eat until I eat myself to death. Luckily.
I'm not saying you are, but it does feel good to know there's someone I can invite for food to be able to eat all of it.
Only that? I thought we were also art buddies.
Oh, that too. But the food thing really stands out when you think about it. You do eat a lot for someone your, size.
Oh, careful now. Don't. Careful what you say about women's sizes.
Low blow. I take pride in my height.
So, is it okay now? Do you feel better? Does it still scare you?
I think I'm doing okay. I haven't seen anything horrifying yet.
A little. I'll be okay. I'll figure it out, somehow. It's not as bad as the other day, and Father Norman helped too. I should have brought something to thank him.
Oh, we could visit him anytime. He loves hearing from the young ones.
Oh, please. He's young as heck, too.
He isn't that old, is he?
Don't know. He doesn't tell.
He doesn't look old to me. He looks like he's in his mid-20s like me.
I think I might have seen his face somewhere before. I just couldn't recall when or where. Ash says he looks like his boss, so the bartender at the local pub if he squints.
What?
Don't take his word for it, of course. He might have accidentally inhaled something from the forensic lab again when he said that.
This time, the laughter that comes from both of us is genuine. Back to the usual. Things may have not been the easiest lately, but it certainly isn't the worst that has happened. We do end up sharing the cinnamon buns between us, despite Zach's insistence that it's only for me. But more than the food, there is relief and contentment.
If you need anything, just ring, okay? Like when Ash annoys you too much. I'll help you with him, best friend or not.
Aww.
No way. I can take him on.
Still an extra muscle wouldn't hurt, yeah?
Yeah.
Just let me know, and I'll back you up.
Alright now. Cool.
My sister knows this one thing to shut him up when he's being his usual self. Ask me what it is whenever you want, and I'll spill it.
Does Ash got a little secret of his own?
I don't think that's necessary, but thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
He leaves me with a smile and wave. Off to some new gig again. Oh yeah, that's right, he does his own gigs. As for me, we still need to talk. Becca, Ash, and I. Put petty arguments aside like the adults we all are. Yeah. This, however, is a start. No matter how small it may be. I just hope I can keep them safe. A light wind blows again, setting dry leaves swirling and the distant smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good? I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? ... The cat's name is Baruthio. Wait, what? Or at least that's what his collar says. Baruthio? It's an odd name to give a cat, in my opinion. Baruthio. Baruthio. That's a weird name. But it speaks grace, much like the one that carries it. It shows in the way he swishes His tail and his eyes follow my hand's every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me, to be honest. I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea carrying 2 heavy bags of newly brought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all of these at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench in drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. Is this cat black by any chance? I hope it stays where it is. I don't trust this cat. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat. Oh, no. Alright, here we go. I'm sensing horror right now. This is bad. It's just a black cat. But back at home, they're considered ill omens. Yes, even my grandma believes in that.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Are you talking to a cat? Not that I ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with rowdy younger brothers and a sister does that. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad. Even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or crosses my path.
Well, where's your owner, anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for. Isn't it? A bandage is wrapped on one of his paws, though. I wonder what happened to him. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets.
Okay. Well, good news is he's not going to be inside with us. Bad news is he's going to follow us the rest of the way. The hell was the cat's name again? I don't know. It was a complicated name.
I tried to bring one home before. A cat. Not black, of course.
Why not black?
And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and popped it open. Oh! As I'm about to put one in my mouth, he meows. Oh, it's a boy cat. Okay. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift a piece of my palm and hold it out to him warily. Okay, if this thing bites you, it's game over. He sniffs at it once, twice, before...
Baruthia!
Whoa! It's her cat! Like a good, properly trained pet, Baruthia responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCulloch. Hard to miss. What with her height?
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
No, he's actually pretty cool.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCulloch.
Were you harmed in any way?
No, the cat was cool.
I'm sorry. Baruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Baruthiel's a she.
Whoops. I'm sorry. I can't tell what the cat's gender is unless well, let's not go there. She? All this time I thought... I mean, you could look in the area of the... genitalia, but that would be a little weird, especially when you're doing that in public in a park. The pause in conversation, and if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meetings like this don't happen a lot, and if it does, a simple nodding of heads is enough. Still trying to be friendly wouldn't hurt, right? Oh shit, what are we talking about? Let's not talk about the job, let's talk about the cat. Talk about her cat. Oh no, she doesn't like that! Oh no. Back it up. She does not like that. I'm trying to stay on everyone's good side. Talk about her job.
I'm just curious about your work.
Oh, she likes that though. Okay.
What about it?
There is something guarded in her expression at mention of work, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that, if the way her eyebrows shot up tells me something.
Because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out. But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent. I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it.
But why remove it? I actually like the glass stain. It's actually pretty.
But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best. It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field. Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos. I wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
She gestures with her head towards the bags, the ones filled with stuff I recently bought from the art store.
It's a project for a friend, actually.
All the same. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. I watched her as she leaves, though she stopped shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say. Is there something you want to say, ma'am?
By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the Wrights, I mean.
Oh, I know, Hannah's kinda okay, and Mr. Wright is pretty much a racist, but yeah, what's up about it?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion.
The letter, the same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She is not going to believe me. No, she's not.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
I hastened to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and ran as far as my legs could take me. In that moment, what I'm carrying in my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Oh. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house, of her, of my own cowardice. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. Oh. A pity. One would think that someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable, but it isn't. Hunger isn't what is gnawing at me tonight, neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish they could stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else. Oh, no, don't say that, because that's just being petty. No one deserves to go through a curse.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home.
Hey reporter, you forgot to say yesterday evening. Mess up your line.
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
But also, what the hell? We haven't seen Luke yet, so I'm a little worried, but it's a woman, right? Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
No. What? How? What? But she didn't look at the paper. How is that possible? Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Yo! I'm shook. I literally just fell off my seat and landed on my knees on the floor. I'm shook. What? But how? She didn't even read the paper. Unless she read it unless she read it by herself without anyone noticing. Rose is not on our relationship thing, but still, that sucks. Oh my god. Yo. By the Excellent Butcher? No. No. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. That's what everyone has kept telling me. So why? Immediately, I rushed to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as I touch its message. A piece of folded paper, the letter, lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago, and she was okay. No. It isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. I just talked to her, and a sob escapes and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickle down, weighted by the very same guilt I refuse to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate through Rose's phone on my contacts list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. Oh no. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Oh, that's a new sprite. Oh my god. Again and again I dialed. Whispering. Praying. Pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up. I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
TV runs loudly in the background. A deafening static sound from my phone speakers, but in my ears I can only hear the screams. Her pleas. Her whispers. We are not safe. October 24th, Monday. Rose Cooper was found dead in her flat that evening before. Homicide by some signatories. A mysterious serial killer who had committed brutal murders. Over the years, I left their bodies with the signatures. Face helped me. Ooh. Why do I get the feeling that this is either paranormal or there actually is a serial killer, but there is some paranormal to it? Oh. Oh my god. A buzzing sensation jolted me awake. I gotta play a little more, I'm sorry. My body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position is, and the aches that accompany sleeping in a crow position the night before. And I even slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more curious. It's not your fault, Isabella. You didn't know that letter was on the ground. No. You didn't know that letter was going to be that type of letter. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Oh. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have... The notification on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly, when I look at it, as if it's calling me back to the sense of normalcy. I check it, nevertheless, out of habit more than anything. I also have merging meetings from this time as company changes, new RFC policies. Okay. If this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other, the place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should just... Oh. Yo. If I stay home, that'd be depressing, and then I might get it. Then that thing might get me next, and I might die. No, we have to go to work. Moping won't get me anywhere. Exactly. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. Ugh. The letter I dropped onto the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule. Like living beings fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I picked it up, shoved it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This, too, I'll deal with. Somehow, I'll find a way and make things right. I have to, before it takes more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Wow, what an episode, man. What an episode. Oh my god. Wow. Two huge things happen now. We got Mr. Wright's a racist, and someone died. Literally someone died. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I'm going to end my video here. If you like this video, please give this video a like, comment on this video, and like it far. Subscribe to our Super Game Recipes. Alright, this is the Gamer. Peace out. I'll definitely see you on the next episode of The Letter. Bye bye.